it's that time? Oh, they're recording. Are you recording? All right, here we go. Here we go. Welcome to Painting with Mike. All righty, so I got a surfboard here, 4 foot surfboard, 12 inches long, wood surfboard. I got primer on it. I think I already told you that in my teaser video. So yeah, the colors I'm going to use is white, cad yellow, cad orange, cad red, crimson, and purple, and a little glob of white there in the middle. I'm just going to do my thing. I'm not going to explain everything. I'm just going to paint because that's the best way I do it. I try to explain everything. Sometimes I get too complicated and I might bore you to death, and then you might just leave. I don't want that. Anyway, all right, let's do this. Let's do this. All right, put on my eyeballs. You know, get a little older now, and you know my eyes aren't quite as good as they used to be. Let's see. I think I'm going to. I'm just gonna start near the bottom. I got some of this drawn in already. I use a Sharpie to cover over it. My pencil, so that I can just paint right over this, and my lines will still show up. So yeah, we're gonna do sunset colors. This client, her boyfriend does a lot of surfing, and she wanted to get him a Christmas present, so she found me, I guess on maybe Facebook, maybe a friend. Told her that I do a lot of these surfboard paintings, and she reached out and asked if I could help her with her idea of a surfboard painting on the beach, obviously, and she wanted it where the guy was kind of looking out into the ocean and admiring the beautiful colors of the sunset. And she wanted a sign on the beach that said 65th Avenue. That's his favorite place to surf. So he's been surfing there for years. And so yeah, that is going to be really cool. I have surfed there, and it's got a really good break on the right swell. And you never know, I might have surfed with this guy and didn't even know he was out there. So yeah, I'm really stoked to be able to offer my skills to somebody for a Christmas present and help her out. One less thing she has to buy on Target or Amazon. Anyway, let's get over here on this edge. I like to paint the edges too. For sure on this one, you know, sometimes I do a solid color on the edge, but this one is going to be a wraparound edge. And I like to paint the edges as I'm going. Some people like to paint them after they're done, and then they got to go back and match up all the colors. That can be a little tricky sometimes. So yeah, I might actually put 2 coats of paint on this. Most likely we'll do that, but this is the kind of like the base coat of colors. We'll figure out where they go on this one. And then the second coat will be easier. These are acrylics. I'll try to blend this orange and yellow. Gives this really cool golden color. I want this sunset to be super bold. Like, this guy here is totally in love with this guy. Can't leave. Can't leave the beauty of the sunset. Yeah, just keep on using these yellow and orange for right now. it's important to keep it all the same level. You don't want a sky that's crooked. Maybe you're sitting in the sand or standing on the sand on a hill. Maybe then it would be crooked, but not today. My knees are not going to be happy with me kneeling down like this, but working with the tall surfboard, it'll be all right. It don't kill you, it just makes you stronger. At least that's what they say. Yeah, just keep gliding across this. Like I said, this is just going to be my first coat of paint. And I'll come back and do a second coat. And you might change it up a little bit, but this will give me a good idea where good start. I'll start adding in some cad red here soon. Look at that bold color sunset. Getting the edges there. Just add a little more yellow. Yeah. I keep switching between the side and the wide part. I just kind of keep going back and forth. I'm not really sticking with one edge, but yeah, just kind of changing it up a little here and there. You got a lot of sky above us. Oh, here comes the red. And I'm going to put some orange on there too. Let's do red on one side, orange on the other. Kind of mix those in there. Wow, that's a very strong sunset. Throw a little yellow in there again. I might make the second coat a little more blended. This one here is kind of choppy, but it gives me an idea of the fade. This acrylic dries quick, so when you blend, you just got to keep on rolling with it. Go yellow, put some yellow, some red, and some orange on that one. Oh yeah. Fire in the sky. You can see why they would say fire in the sky now. This one here is definitely on fire. Pretty soon I'll be hitting this crimson. I think we're going to take it all the way up to like a, probably have to throw some phthalo blue in there when I get towards the top. Just add a little more yellow, more cad yellow. What I'll do is I'll just, every time I go to paint on this, I'll film it so you can kind of see the progress. Look at that. That Sharpie I put there, look, comes right back through. I can see exactly where it was. Sometimes you use pencil there and the paint will kind of bury the pencil in and you won't see where your drawing was. So I like to use Sharpie. Let's do a little more yellow right here. I'm going to put a scotch of white right here to just soften that up a little bit behind those pond fronds. Try to go back into that dry section, you're going to get a whole different texture, kind of like a dry brush effect, and we do not want that. So, all right, let's just do a little teeny bit of red, cat red, and some white. And then we're going to get a little bit of pink. The sunset colors, they have a lot of different variations. So. Get a little bit of water. A little bit of water on that brush. Oh, much better. So this brush kind of gets dry. The paint doesn't flow off as nicely. Little red, little cad red, a little bit of crimson. Blended in that orange and yellow a little. It's like a bubblegum color. Yeah, it's very pretty. Very pretty. Alright, let's just keep rolling with this crimson and white. A little more water. Not much, just a little bit. Get a little of that cad red in there. A little crimson. Yeah, I like to do 2 coats because usually the first coat you see a lot of the white primer still. I like to try to give 2 coats of paint when I use the latex. Oil-based paints are a little different. They seem to cover way better. I like the acrylics. Painting acrylic paints for, oh my goodness, I started in 1999. 1999. Where's that time gone? Started out in, got out to California, I decided to start practicing how to paint. So a lot of guys, let's grab a little bit of this purple too. So a lot of guys down at the beach, down at the San Diego down there, go surfing or skateboarding, and so a lot of people just kind of painting different paintings and stuff. And they're little travel size portable easel, and I'd love just going down there and watching them paint. And one day I kind of thought to myself, I need to try that. Never really dabbled into art painting. I always kind of just worked with signs. So I had to try to learn how to paint with art, paint art, acrylics. So I went and got me some acrylic paint, a couple cheap brushes, and I don't know, cheap canvas. I don't even know what kind of canvas it was. I'm sure it wasn't nothing expensive starting off. And I started trying to learn how to paint like these really great artists are doing in California. And I learned really fast that there's actually a lot of practice that needs to happen before my painting would remotely look worthy of showing anybody. So yeah, I kind of fell in love with painting, and we're going on, what, 25 years, give or take, of being creative with a paintbrush and some acrylic paint. And then I decided it was time to learn how to paint with oil-based paints. And I figured I could, if I can do acrylics, I can do oil, right? No. That was a whole new ball game. So yeah, practice some Bob Ross paint. I bought me some Bob Ross paints. Well, I could paint like Bob Ross, so I just get his paint and, it'd be so much easier. So I got me some Bob Ross paints. Let's put a tiny bit of orange up here too. That'll look cool. Yeah, I bought me some Bob Ross paints and some Bob Ross brushes and started learning how to paint. Bob Ross showed me how to paint with some of his videos. It was amazing. I really enjoyed learning to paint oil-based paints with Bob Ross. Would have loved to have met him personally, but it wasn't in my game plan at the time. I was too busy doing some other stuff, and I should have, that would have been cool to have went, but it would have been cool to have met him if that was possible. All right, we're getting up towards the taller colors here. These are kind of muted, which is fine for the first coat. Won't be long, and I'll grab some phthalo blue. Let's put a little bit of phthalo blue on here. Just a little dab. It won't take much. It's phthalo blue goes a long ways. It's at the bottom of the tube. I don't think I need more than that. Woo! This is fun. All right. I'm just gonna use some straight up purple. Keep rocking that edge. Appreciate you watching my video. That's what I enjoy doing. One of the things makes me relax and very therapeutic. Figured I'd share with you process on this piece here. Yeah, it dries pretty quick. Already dry there. All right, so let's put, let's do a little bit of white, a little more white. Use some Winsor Newton paints. These are really good paints. Really good paint. I like them. Let's start there's some white on one side and then a little teeny bit of blue on the other side. Let's see what this does. Oh, look at that color. Yeah, I love it. That's a good color. Get that edge. Put a little blue. Just a little bit of blue here and there. Not just that one spot. Blue, white. I'll come back on the second coat and it'll really layer in better. Like I said, this is just a quickie coat. Just to get some paint on the surface. Oh yeah, nice dark section right here. This the sky gets darker as it goes further up. A little bit of white. I got the back of this surfboard taped to the easel so it doesn't slide off. It would be very awkward and this thing comes flying off the easel, that would not be good. Still got a little bit of purple in my brush. That looks amazing with that phthalo blue. So yeah, I'll put this on my, I'll probably put it on online, on social media. Not quite sure which one I'm going to post it on. Probably my YouTube channel, which you're on right now. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Yeah, a little glob there, but I kind of like that little glob of paint. He's happy right there. We'll go ahead and hit this edge all the way to the top, baby, to the top. Sorry, I get a little crazy sometimes. Let's go ahead and hit this edge too. Might as well, right? Get the very top of it. Yep. Just easier just to go ahead and run down that edge. All right, got the edge. Edge is covered. A fairly good glob of blue on the. Oh yeah, saturated. Yes. Leave that one thick. Big old glob. Yeah. Glide all the way across town. Wow. Yeah, for the first coat, totally stoked. Like I said, we'll get that first coat on there, get that done, and then in there and put the second coat on. And start adding some clouds in. And then I'll work on the water and so on down the line. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to rinse my brush out. So I probably don't need to start with the blue in the brush down here. That would be very bad. Very bad. Not good. Clean. Let's get some more white. I think by the time I get this redone, that second coat on that will be dry. So yes, I got plenty of paints left. Let's do this. So that probably only took me about 15 minutes. You guys are still with me. It's awesome. All right, so let's go. Let's get this. Get that water out. Make sure there's no drippy drip on the brush. Last thing you need to do is have a big run going down the painting. Some glue. Interesting. All right. I'm going to grab my seat. I'm going to get lazy just for a minute. Oh, that's much better. You guys still with me? Let me check, make sure it's still good. Yes, it is still good. All right, cool. Let's do this. All right. We're going to start back off with the white. The white. Where the sun is right there, so we're going to make this spot with the most white. Because that's where the sun is. It's going to be the brightest point. And then we're going to kind of fade off. Yellow. Still going to wrap those edges, even though we've already got paint on them. So quiet. 5:30. Doing good. We're doing good. try to blend these a little more, make them a little softer. Not quite so crisp. I want to just to blend it a little more on this second coat. I want to try to get a super soft look on that lower section. A little white, some yellow. Let's put a scotch of orange in there. Oh yeah, that looks good. Some white, some orange, very soft transition. Left to right, constantly left to right, trying not to stop too much in the middle. A little more orange over here. Let's put a little bit of orange right here. Like I said, if you try to go over that area that's already drying, it's going to be tricky to cover. Because the paint is already dried. So we just keep on going. Keep on working upward to the top. I feel like the second coat dries faster because it's already super slick. I feel like sometimes it just dries so much faster. I'm going to have to stand here just a second. My lazy painting moment will be over here shortly. A little more red, cad red. Let's throw some orange here. Oh, and here goes the chair. Bye-bye. Time to stand again. Red, orange. Look at beautiful sky. Pardon my singing. Comes with the territory. Yep, I love it. Throw a little crimson in there. Getting towards the crimson and white area. Some crimson and some white. Ooh, there's a flowy cloud right there. Very, very soft sky. I get real quiet sometimes when I'm painting, just super focusing. Just don't think I ran out of stuff to say. I think that's virtually impossible. I will never run out of stuff to say. Might not be very interesting, but I'll talk about something. I will talk about something. I just get really focused sometimes. I'm trying to place in a little bit of this purple. Too much purple. There we go. Much better, much better. Let's put a little bit more purple on the bottom, and then we'll add some white to the top. It's hard not to go back down here because sometimes I feel like I just need to keep adding to it, but sometimes you do that and you can really make a mess. So I try to avoid going back down this way. Just go up. Keep going up. Keep painting. I had a phone call, so obviously no time to talk right now. We're filming. We're live. Well, not live, but I'm live. We are in the moment. We don't have time to talk. Let's put a bit of orange right in here too. This is like, bam. Yeah. Gotta mix in just a few of these crazy clouds. Sunset clouds. Sunset clouds. I'm cheating. I'm going back down into this painting just a little bit, but it'll be okay because the colors that I still have in my brush are going very, very well with those colors that are down in there. All right, let's keep going forward. Keep going forward. Up, 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 up. White and purple. Trying to get more paint on this board. Plenty of acrylic paint on it. I'm gonna have to get some more white here in a minute. Sometimes I like leaving like really heavy brush strokes on there. That way, I don't know, it really says that this is not a print. It's all hand painted, baby. No prints here. No prints, at least not yet. Maybe one day when I get, more people wanting a painting, or maybe I'll do some prints. But as of right now, this is all original. All right, so let's see. We got blue coming up, so let's go ahead and let's just go for it. Leave the brush dirty. Dirty brush. Leave that paint in that brush. I'm just going to leave the paint in the brush. Because all the colors that are in the bristles, they're going to work well up here too. Even though I have a little orange in there. Put a little more pressure and I can get some of that orange out. Look at that. Wow. Yeah, I like it. I like it. Don't like that. There we go. Let's try to soften this up a little teeny bit. It's kind of loud. It is kind of loud. Woo! Let's do a quick stand back and let's check out this. Oh yeah. Yep, I like it. About out of phthalo blue, but it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. And this surfboard is actually going inside of the client's house. I asked her, I was like, is this going to be an exterior or an interior decorative surfboard? And she said interior. I said, okay. Because I just need to know so I can preserve the paint with the correct clear coat. This is going inside. So we're just not even going to have to use any clear coat. There won't be any weather getting on it. That's why we're putting 2 coats on it. That way if anybody bumps it or tries to get it too close and scratches it, maybe it'll have a lot of paint on it. And it'll withstand a little bit of abuse. Someone bumps into it with something. Let's get a little more phthalo blue. Bam! Bam! Oh yeah, that's much better. Just a little scope, try a little bit. Let's really darken up this top. Nice, super dark. Let's put a little purple in there too. Oh yeah, that's brilliant. Those edges. The top, the top. Let's do that again. Purple and phthalo blue. Let's just give them a little blendy. I'm trying not to flick paint everywhere. That would not be good. I'm loving this. Absolutely loving this. Same thing, a little purple, phthalo blue. Wrap it around the edges. Wow, I kind of feel like you get to that point where you see something and you think to yourself, is there anything else I need to add to it? And for me, that's always the tough part, is knowing when to say when. When do I call it? When do I stop? I'll blend this a little bit more. I want that transition to really just be very subtle. I think I'm going to stop there by the time I add the clouds in, pond fronds. Yeah, let's do it. Let's stop. I'm going to stop there. I've done it before. Thought I needed to just keep adding to it. And then it turns into a mess. Yes. Yeah, baby. All right. So the next step will be the water and all the sand. The clouds. I'll get the clouds in there, and then the pond fronds. Yeah. So I do want to thank you for watching my video. If you like it, that'd be awesome. If you don't like it, it'll be okay. I'm okay with that. I would love to have your subscription. You can subscribe to my channel. That'd be awesome. It kind of helps me, motivate me to keep doing this. I'm almost to the position where I can do live videos. I need a few more subscriptions. And then I got live video. I can do live video then. I can actually, I can do this live. How cool would that be? So yeah. Greatly appreciate your support. And you have a fantastic day, evening, night, morning, whatever it is you're watching this. And we'll get some more of this painted. And then that will be that. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.